What's up, guys? It's your boy Cheesehead Troy. Today we're gonna go ahead and talk about the truth behind the game FragPunk. All right, guys, so I have put well over 30 hours into this game, and I can say this game is worth the hype. You've probably seen a lot of people talking about the game online, and I am going to talk about a lot of the good, the bad, the ugly of this game, and we're going to talk about why I think this game is probably underhyped for what it actually is. If you're here and you're like, Troy, I don't know what FragPunk is a 5v5 tactical hero shooter similar to Valorant. But what makes this game different is the main mode called Shard Clash. Each round is dictated by these cards known as shard cards. Shard cards can change the rules, adding a turtle to your back so that you cannot be shot in the back, making your opponent's heads significantly larger so it makes their hitbox and headshots easier. Being able to throw the bomb onto the point from off the point to be able to plant it. So I just chuck it, and as long as it lands in the point, it will plant. Making the bomb planting time longer. So if you're a defender, you can make the time it takes, about 7.5 seconds, you can make it 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds that they have to sit there and actually plant the bomb. All kinds of different rules. There's over 160 different cards in the game that can change the rules. Each team can have an active limit of 3 per round. So there could be 6 total cards breaking the rules of the game at any given time. This is one of the benefits to playing this game. This is what makes this game unique. This is why it's different than Valorant. There's a lot of reasons, but this is the big one. But what I think is super cool about Shard Clash is every single round is unique. It makes it fun. It makes strategy more than just about your weapons, more than just about your hero, which we'll talk about heroes in a second. But these cards are so unique, it really does make this game awesome. Outside of the Shard Clash mode, you do have rotating modes like free for all, team deathmatch, all kinds of things like that do change and can really just allow you to go play the game. And there's also arcade modes like Duel Master, and we'll talk about duels here in a second as well. But there's all kinds of different things. Outbreak, which is their version of like Halo's Infected or Call of Duty's Infected. So lots of different modes for you to play, but the main mode that you play standard and you play ranked in is that Shard Clash. We did say that we were going to talk about heroes. The cool thing with this game is all of the heroes are fairly balanced, and on top of that, the heroes have their 3 abilities, but they do not have any ultimates at all. Why that matters is it makes it so that once you know what the hero does, you don't have to worry about a round-breaking ultimate that can just completely wipe a whole team. So you can still plan around the fact of, okay, they have this ability, but this ability isn't going to completely win them the round. Whereas in Valorant, there are some ultimates that can pretty much one hit or completely wipe out an entire team. This, you don't have to worry about that. I also talked about the arcade mode Duel Master. Duels are a very important part of this game. You play a game mode like ranked. It is the first team to win 6 rounds. But if you are tied at 5, instead of going to a overtime first team to win by 2 rule that Valorant or Counter-Strike has, this is a duels 1v1 in a very, very small map, and you go one at a time. So you can pick which area you go. You can say, hey, I want to start first. You can say, hey, I want to go last or go in the middle, whatever. And then you, as a team, watch your teammate go 1v1 against another person. And what's cool is that whoever wins that duel, they then go on to the next duel. But any utilities they use, any health they lose, anything that happens, they don't get to bring to the next round. So if you lose half your health in the first one and you won, well, you're going into the next one with half your health. So it really does, again, strategy matters in that regard, but the pressure for overtime is super, super cool. So duels matter. So a game mode like Duel Master, where you can go ahead and practice your duels on these random maps, really does help for those overtime clutch moments. Now let's go ahead and talk about some things that are negative about this game. This game is awesome, by the way. I don't give scores on games, but this game deserves a very, very, very good score. There are two things that people consider negatives, and I'm going to go over them really quickly. Actually, there's three things. Two of these things I think are actually negatives, and one of them I think people are just overreacting. So let's go ahead and talk about the overreacting one. There are a significant amount of currencies in this game. This game this game is made by a Chinese developer. And over in the Asian world, or the Asian part of the world, there is gacha systems. And gacha systems and the way that those work involve a significant amount of currencies. Other games that have come out in the last 365 days that have similar systems are Marvel Rivals, Delta Force, or other games. I mean, look at a game like Genshin Impact has a very similar system to this. While the idea of the gameplay is completely different, the currency system is. Why I think people are overreacting is yes, there are technically 9 different currencies in this game, but it takes 5 seconds to truly understand what each of them do, and for you to understand that there's actually only 3 currencies in the game. Simple. That's it. That's all you need to worry about. But people do overreact. But please know that yes, there are 9 technical different currencies, but no, you don't actually need to pay attention to more than just 3 of them. Here are the 2 really, really big negatives. And I do think that the developers need to talk about these things. Problem number 1 is that there is not confirmed nor denied, this is just speculation in the subreddit, but there seems to be AI generated imaging in the game. And if that's the case, that's just bad. We can't have that. Pay developers, pay artists, simple as that. And lastly, bots. I can understand using bots to fill lobbies in a standard mode, but bots should never be in ranked. Now, I personally have never experienced bots in ranked, but I can tell you there are reports galore on the subreddit and on the Discord. This cannot happen. The developers need to talk about this and act on this ASAP. All right, that's it, guys. Those are the 3 negatives. And even with those negatives, this is still a game that I will continue to dump hours upon hours upon hours in. I love this game. If you have not played it, it is currently available on PC. It was supposed to come to console same time as PC, but unfortunately, timing and things didn't work out that way. The console version is expected to come out within the next 2 months. And when it does, please play this game. It's a fantastic game. It's your boy, She Said Troy. Please go play FragPunk. This is not sponsored. I just really love the game, and I don't want to see it die. But ultimately, there you go. The truth of FragPunk.